What did you
So,
need me to do? Just whenever
oh,
I see them post in tournament loss.
yep,
Have you gotten the Jinzo and Tonic one already?
I have not put in any.
Okay. So Monte Cristo lost first round against Pyro.
And the stream game on is Serenity versus Lucas or round one of GOAT Format Championship 6. Hopefully, my computer will not freeze. So, yeah, this does look like the most basic deck we've ever actually seen Serenity use. Mask of Darkness in it, though, so maybe there's some flipping stuff.
Yeah, I am a little bit disappointed in Serenity going all boring all of a sudden.
Yeah, I mean, Serenity has won tournaments too before with, I believe, right?
Yeah.
With using unique decks, but
Can't do it forever, I guess.
hey, sometimes I just want to play a good deck instead of trying to use these crazy ones too. You feel powered up when you use a good deck after using bad ones for so long.
Is he running Air Knight and Chaos?
Yeah, it's not like completely. There's some tech stuff in here. Mask of Darkness, Air Knight, for Chaos at least.
So it's more flip control with a Chaos engine.
Yeah, like I haven't seen anything to really use with Mask of Darkness yet. We see no Suki or Book of Moon yet either, though, so maybe not flip flop, just flip effect monsters.
Looked like a pretty even game state till he got that Air Knight back with Prem.
They could still get. I mean, life points are equal too. No heavy yet. Oh, you did play heavy already, so that's
Yeah,
a pretty
Heavy
big
and
deal.
Tornado have been used. So we're looking at what? Maybe another Dust Tornado, Breaker, MS as options to get rid of it. Yeah, the Sorcerer is pretty good too.
I wonder if he was checking for bottomless, is why he asked if the summon was okay first.
I mean, it doesn't really change, but that's just if it's you're gonna solemn it or not
Yeah, yeah.
when you ask if the summon's okay.
Otherwise, he's maintaining priority, so.
I gotta get some music going. It's so dead quiet right now.
Get some of that Bandit Keith.
Can't do that anymore. I wish.
I mean, we could.
Looks like Mateo won Randage. So that's your next opponent.
Alright, I guess I'm gonna go play him.
Okay, good luck, Randage.
Thanks. Playing some sleeper meta shit, so.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Is this main deck Brain Control? For Serenity?
I don't know what game it is.
That'd be pretty interesting.
I mean, if you're playing tributes in a chaos deck, maybe it is.
Yeah.
Dark Mimic. Dark Mimic has become super popular the last few months.
What do you think that is?
I think people realize that you want the extra dark level ones, just in general. And it just started, like, other people have been playing it for years, but I think it just started really catching on.
Yeah, yeah. Like, I mean, I've even seen it in Monarch list.
I think people see it now more, and if they like watch the like top ranked players games and stuff, and will copy it.
Yeah. I mean, that card was never on my radar back in the day, but
Oh, in 2005, I never considered it for sure. I would say in the last 5 years, I definitely have used it, but But before that, a lot of people were just put into Kochi and to go control.
Yeah, yeah.
And the Chaos decks too, but the Chaos deck makes more sense without meta. This is... I wonder if Serenity is playing meta. I'm not...
So,
As much as we said this is a normal looking deck, it's kinda...
if I see Dark Mimic in someone's list, I'm automatically assuming that is in the list. I don't know how correct that is, but that's just my gut.
The other reason they could have it though is because they could just not want Dekochi to get knocked and then have no more Dekochis.
Sure. Yeah. Run like 2 Dekochis, 1 Mimic or something weird.
Yeah, right. You set Mimic turn 1 and gets knocked, you still have your Dekochis in your deck.
Yeah.
I doubt that's not my... I agree that's not my automatic thought of what the strategy probably is, but that's the only reasoning I could come up with for playing it.
There's one meta. Yeah, it is interesting, like you brought up earlier, that Serenity's playing the Mask of Dark. So he's got lots of flips in his deck. I mean, Magician of Faith, Mask of Darkness, Dark Mimic, Dekoichi, Night Assailant.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that makes the Night Assailants really live when you discard them.
Yeah, yeah.
When you're playing that many. Let's see. Yeah, Merchant, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different ones already he's played.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's no Merchant in the graveyard, but he has one removed, so... It's a good hit on that Sangan.
Man, this game is a crawl. They're just grinding it back and forth. Lucas,
I kind of expect that out of Serenity's games, to be honest.
It's true.
I feel like they're such a meticulous player that anytime I watch them, it's going to be grindy games like this.
Right. down to 10 cards in the deck though. No BLS and only, what, one sorcerer played? No, none. So Serenity has not played any Chaos Monster yet.
Yeah, you're right. It's possible just holding on as long as he can.
They could also just be playing BLS with, like, you never know what's in Serenity's deck.
Yeah. I mean, we jumped in automatically assuming it was a conventional list, and like he's playing much more conventional cards than we're used to. We shouldn't assume.
How you doing with the bracket losses?
It's been 10 minutes since anyone reported one.
Okay.
So I'm not sure if people just aren't reporting them or if matches are taking longer.
No, they're still probably going on. I was just asking if you were still
Double
keeping an eye
Falcon has
on it.
restricted play.
Probably going for deck out once you hit that.
Yeah, I mean, 9 cards left in Serenity's deck. Options.
I wouldn't be
both
going
Noblemen
for it
are-
here though. Like, look at this. No Chaos Monster played. Heavy Storm not played yet. You're gonna go for the double Thousand Eyes.
So, what are Serenity's realistic options right now as far as getting rid of the Thousand Eyes? I don't see a single Book of Moon having been played, but Torrential's gone, Mirror Force is gone.
I guess that's true. It's mostly gonna be Chaos Monsters, and
Yeah.
Suki. But
Both
Tribe
Knights
is
of
gone with Charity and Call gone.
Tsukuyomi's hitting play, it looks like, but
Serenity's gonna take 3 turns to do it at this rate.
I mean, one Tsukuyomi doesn't answer double Thousand Eyes Restrict either, so
I mean, it kinda does. It just takes longer. But Lucas hasn't played any real traps yet either.
yeah.
1 Dust Shoot and 1 Dust Tornado. So there's still probably Mirror Force, Ring, Torrential probably has all those cards right now. I mean, if this isn't game 1 though, it's also possible that Sighted Out the battle traps. Is what a lot of players do against the Chaos decks.
Mm-hmm. Still haven't seen a Metamorphosis from Serenity.
Or a Chaos Monster.
Again, yeah.
So maybe this is just a flip-flop deck? But even still, like, you're not going to play those cards?
Yeah.
We'll see. There's 7 left in the deck and 5 in the hand that we don't know what they are. Well, Suki's got all the Thousand Eyes down finally.
Yeah, with 7 cards left in the deck. I can get that. So that's double Sakuretsu armor finally being used by Serenity. 3 total being used then.
I gotta think Serenity's saving up for some big heavy storm, drop multiple chaos monster in one turn play.
Yeah, but what happens when the heavy storm doesn't do what he wants it to do?
I mean, what's it gonna not do? As long as there's 2 monsters out, they're not gonna chain goats.
I'm thinking potential Solemn Judgment.
I mean, we haven't seen one yet, but I guess it's possible.
Yeah, in a way that makes it more possible, right?
Not really. I mean, sure, but mathematically, I guess. But the thing is, too, the way once you get the 2,000 Eyes set, I was gonna say you can't ever flip the other one back over, but here's a way to do it.
Yeah. And we got double Thousand Eyes again.
No Snatch Steal yet by Serenity.
And if he's running tributes, that could be pretty good still.
I mean, we saw Air Knight and Brain Control, so
Yeah.
you gotta think there's probably at least one more
Another Air
tribute,
Knight.
right? At least one more?
And if we're in game 2, potentially more than that. Oop, he's using the pot agreed. Okay. 4,500 left on Lucas. This is definitely winnable. Like in one big swing. And there's plenty of lights and darks in the graveyard for Serenity. MST, Dust Tornado, there's the Snatch Steal you were talking about. Suck up the other Thousand Eyes Restrict. Do we see a tribute? A Blowback Dragon! That's what I'm talking about. Okay, and then we got a Chaos Monster of some kind coming out.
It's not enough for a game yet. Oh yeah, it is.
That is.
Even if it was Sorcerer, it would have been enough for game. God, that was game 1.
So Blowback Dragon in the main as a tribute. That's why he's playing the Brink and Air Knight and Blowback Dragon.
Those are the
I choose to
only-
believe
But there's a
Serenity's
third.
Blowback Dragon strictly because of Roust's most recent video.
I wonder if there's a third tribute in there. With you see Brain Control, you kind of think there must be, right?
Yeah. I mean, Brain Control, what? Is he playing Enemy Controller too? I don't know. I mean, when you're playing Brain Control, you're playing tributes, you're potentially playing the stuff you were talking about with Cannon Soldier. Oh man, what if he's got blowback in the main and he's playing like cannon soldiers?
I mean, there was only like 7 cards I think we didn't see, so.
Well, what if he's got transformational sideboard into like machines with like limiter removal and cannon soldiers? A man can.
It would be interesting. I mean, it wouldn't put anything past Serenity.
Are you creating the tournament loss thing too?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say there were 2 that I was just about to do that have already been.
I got bodied by Royal Decree 2 games in a row.
Oh,
Oof.
no.
That's never fun.
Lost types.
Yeah, I guess that's what I get for running 21 traps.
How are those replays coming into Replay Go?
Getting a lot more, thankfully.
Okay, cool.
I'm at 32 right now. Randage, you gotta be playing double snare in your sideboard, man.
I didn't think of it. You sleeper.
That is nuts, but probably not really, but still. One Thunder Dragon used by Lucas already. Graceful is discarding Night Assailant and Mimic to get Mimic back.
He kept asking me why I'm only running Earth monsters, and I just kept saying yes.
A clean normal summon with the Deco Ichi. Magical Merchant finds a nobleman. Lucas on the aggro plan right now.
That was such a strange game 1. I mean, not the strangest, but they just like grinded forever.
Yeah.
And then,
I mean, we're watching Serenity, right?
yeah. Then Lucas game 1 just tried to go for like a deck out strategy when Serenity still had like
Heavy
Serenity never even got to Heavy Storm and hadn't played Blackluster Soldier yet.
And where's Face Downs that got destinated in MST? There was a Ring of Destruction and something else?
Yes. I forget what the other one was. It was a ring and another card. Stratos dropped, right?
I do not know. Oh, that's Dekuichi's getting hit by no. So with that flip of the Dark Mimic, Serenity goes up a card, and then summons the Blowback Dragon.
Didn't
Which
call anything,
playing all
did
the
they? Oh, you don't have to
reasons,
call, right?
like-
It has to be
What'd you
heads.
say?
Did they call anything?
Yeah, the face down.
No, did they call anything with blowback? Oh, it has to be heads, that's why. Gotcha.
Yeah.
You don't call it with blowback.
So I guess that's another reason he's playing Dekuichi and Dark Mimic is so that he can stay even or ahead on card advantage while still tributing monsters for his tributes like Blowback and
Mm-hmm. If it works. When Strato... The thing with Blowback Dragon is that I just have the worst luck with it. It could be completely
you got
useless.
lucky to be good, right?
It's at decent stats no matter what, but...
And the 1200 defense is pretty important.
Mrs. Blowback. Gerbo would shame me if I did.
Okay, Stratos did drop.
Lost round one.
Spooky, what's the name of the people we use for your video series for the music?
The Headley brothers. I can give you a link.
I got it. Thank you.
Heatley. Heatl.
Heatley.
Yeah. A Dark Mimic level 3 is in this deck?
Pretty cool.
I wasn't watching. Did he get the flip?
I wasn't looking either. I was putting the music on. He must have. How else would have gotten out? Or he tributed. Probably not, right? Tributed the Dark Mimic level 1 for the
Yeah.
blowback.
yeah.
That's some sleeping meta.
Yeah, Spooky was sleeping on Serenity, saying they were playing a boring regular
Oh
dive.
man. Yeah, I fucking those words got shoved right into my mouth. Why would I ever die? Dark Mimic level 3. I love it. The effect doesn't pop
Nope.
if it gets. That
Oh,
was
if
an
it dies by
extra strike.
battle, it does though.
I mean, of course he's gonna suck up the blowback dragon. I get that. He has to get rid of the answer to the Thousand Eyes. And
Right.
right.
Without a doubt.
Did he draw cards? I only saw him draw one card.
You only draw one. You didn't get. He didn't get it off of level 1.
Oh, I'm sorry. I guess I didn't realize. I assumed he got off of the level 1.
No,
the
remember we
level
said
1.
it was tributed from blowback to level 1.
Yeah. That's true. Yeah. Man, he's playing this many fiends. Just throw Dark Necrophilia in there. You know, Dark Mimic 3 is an interesting card because, like, the attack stat of 1,000, that's something that a lot of people kind of gloss over with a lot of cards, but, like, 1,000 damage is still an eighth of your opponent's total life points. It's not something you can ignore to just get hit by that thing. Versus, like, Dark Mimic level 1 with the 100 damage.
It's true.
I think the problem is Koichi's so popular.
What, and it just runs them over?
No, it just doesn't even clear it. Yeah, if you're attacking into set Koichi.
Yeah. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah. Looking a stat of 1,100 would
Yeah,
be.
or even attacking into another Dark Mimic level 1. Imagine if that became the meta, attacking your opponent's Dark Mimic level 1, and then they turn it into a level 3 the next turn.
Man, sick. Yeah, I was gonna say he has to grab the charity here with that magician effect.
Clear his Mimic too, because if he doesn't, he's just gonna keep looping it. I'll be looking for knock here.
I mean, he had the option to just grab knock with Magician of Faith.
Well, he has Serp though. I'd still go charity.
Mm-hmm. If yeah, and has he done? He's discarded one Night Assailant.
I do love the discard for Night Assailant always being live.
Yeah, I mean it's pretty much almost no matter what with this list, it's live. He's running so many flips. Oh, hits a meta with Breaker. It's pretty decent. Because his opponent's already used one, so.
Well, there's 2 Thunder Dragons in here, so see if Serenity. Nope.
Oh,
And Sinister.
and-
That sucks. It's like you
Well, so
hope to at least hit the 2 Thunder Dragons with it, and it's like.
Oh, he had Serpent in hand too. I wouldn't have even used Duo.
He knew. Serenity knew that they had Serpent.
he knew about Serpent, but he knew about the Thunder Dragons.
Knowing about the Thunder Dragons is fine. If you know they have Serpent and Thunder Dragons, you might as well keep the 1,000 life points, I guess.
I probably wouldn't have even used Duo there. I would have just thrown it off my charity instead of his sack.
Like, if you don't know they have Thunder Drag, or you don't know they have Serpent, it's fine to duo there because that's less cards for when he charities. But because he had the Serpent, it didn't even make a difference.
Now this charity we know is going to be really strong for Lucas.
He's sitting comfortably behind 3 back row though, so we know he has Tsukiyomi to set Breaker and kill it.
Mm-hmm. He wants to keep it alive though. Looks like.
See, if you had Sakuretsu here, you wouldn't have to use the Mirror Force.
Yep.
Yeah, this is still the first game that we've streamed. Round 1.
Yeah.
It's only game 2, right?
I mean, it's interesting that we've seen a Magical Merchant, we've seen a Dark Mimic level 1 and a Dark Mimic level 3, and Serenity's still even on cards with Lucas. A Magician of Faith even got flipped too.
I mean, that Graceful Charity and the duo on Thunder Dragons.
Yeah, that's not good card economy right there.
Right.
But I don't think Lucas has a monster other than Tsukiyomi. I mean, he had Asura, but it's gone now, and he's blowing a mirror on a Sangan. I'd say Lucas's hand is not so proactive.
I don't know. All 3 Thunder Dragons plus the Sinister are in the graveyard, so they have to be all live cards on someone. There's probably another scapegoat somewhere in there.
I just don't agree with him using Mirror there, though. He's sitting comfortably at 8k, and he has Tsukiyomi in hand, so he could just set the Breaker.
Yeah.
Yeah, his hand's dead. I mean, he has Tribe Serp and Tsukiyomi. But Serp's gonna go back, most likely. He's over halfway in his deck and he still hasn't seen the Sork. What's he talking about? Oh, and he's using Torrential on Breaker.
Yeah, that's rough.
Man, if you should have just sent the Breaker back if you're going to use TT on it. That's both of Serenity's failsafes there. He's really gonna have to play smart here.
Yeah.
If I was Lucas, I would not be worried at all about making a push whenever he draws into a boss monster.
I mean, now that he pretty much knows that he doesn't have to worry about many battle traps, plus Serenity is at 4,300. Ring of Destruction is gone, Mirror Force is gone, Torrential is gone, one Sakuretsu is gone, but we know he's running 3 Sakuretsus unless he swaps.
Royal Oppression's a cool card. I hate having to flip it first. 'Cause
Yeah,
then
I
it's just
know.
Reveals.
Everyone, everyone does.
Yeah. It's still a pretty good card though. So that's either set Tsukiyomi or Serpent, right? Those are his only sets.
What was the question? I'm sorry, I was fixing the bracket. You got Tsukuyomi versus something else?
The Serenity set a monster. It's either Serpent or Tsukiyomi, I think, because that's all he had left after he bounced off.
Yeah.
And it sticks, so he's going to be able to make Air Knight here.
What?
Assuming it's Serpent.
It wasn't though.
Oppression's so weird. Like every time you look at it, you're like, this should be good, right? Then it never seems to work out.
No, We haven't seen a single Chaos Monster in this list, and it's making more sense now because we're now seeing this Royal Oppression.
Yeah, I mean, BLS and no Sorcerer so far is what we saw, right?
Oh, yeah, BLS, that's true. Yeah.
So Serenity didn't make Air Knight, which makes me think his first set was Tsukiyomi.
And his second set is the
Serpent,
yeah,
yeah.
that would make sense. We haven't seen a single knock yet from Lucas.
Yep, there's the Air Knight. Oh, and it gets ringed.
Life is rough.
Life is low.
Yeah, that oppression eventually is not even gonna work.
He's running low on life points. You right.
Doesn't really matter. Still more than either way.
Alright, I'm gonna go play my next game.
Okay, good luck.
Looks like we got an issue in another game.
Can you go check it?
Yep.
So Serenity is up game 1, so this match is going to continue if Lucas is able to get these last 24 intellect points gone. Having the Serpent makes it so Serenity could really set any monster right now, and Lucas won't know if he should mind control it or not.
Do you know Gleeky Gleek's dueling book name? Is that something you can give me?
I do not know. They didn't change their name.
Because I'm not seeing them on the bracket.
Yeah, I don't know what they changed their name to.
Okay.
Serenity, again, because of the dust shoots right now is one of the reasons. Down on cards for left inside the deck. Serenity choosing now between the Magician of Faith or the Tsukiyomi. Interested to find out what that is. Well, guess nothing worth flipping. Maybe a Dark Mimic level 3? Poor Lucas just wants to attack first, since that can't attack, but... Hey, Mirror Force is gone. How do you make out with that ruling question they were looking for? You there, Spooky? Nobleman probably gonna hit the Serpent. Oh, Magician. Wow, so Serenity set that Magician. Trying to out mind game the mind control, and I guess it worked, but. No, the mind control is burned already. That's right. Since Royal Oppression now only works for Lucas, you can still use it, and Serenity cannot without 800 life points left.
Okay, I'm back.
That other ruling all set?
TK is figuring it out right now.
Okay.
they have to watch the replay. So
Oh, they said it was someone was accusing him of cheating or something.
yeah, there's a cheating accusation. So gotta get that figured out. How's this royal oppression been working for Serenity? What's been going on?
Hasn't done a damn thing.
He's at 500
Yeah,
and
so-
hasn't.
So now it only works for Lucas.
No. There's the BLS. You hate to see it. I guess he did just throw it into a Sakuretsu. If he was paying attention last game, he knew that his opponent Serenity was playing 3 Sakuretsus.
I mean, your opponent's at 500. He's just trying to end the
Make
game.
something,
Yeah.
like some kind of image
Like-
stick. Yeah.
As long as you get rid of something is fine, and then Sinister Serpent can still 2 attacks for Serpent, but
Yeah, but it's 5 hits for the Dark Mimic level 1.
five hits for level 1, that's true. Unless you shield and sword it.
So Serenity's win right now. Like his opponent can just Royal Oppression his BLS when he tries to summon it, right?
Hasn't played heavy yet.
True. Heavy his own Royal Oppression.
It's essentially Lucas's Royal Oppression that's taking up Serenity's space.
Yes. At this point. What was the issue they were talking about with Lucas potential?
Lucas summoned Sangin, asked okay, and then flipped Torrential. Suri tried saying that you can't play the Torrential there because you passed priority, but he had previously they had been agreeing that that was asking if it was being solemned or not. When they say, is the summon okay? So I said you could still play the Torrential.
Knowing you're in a bad spot when Sinister Serpent looks dead.
Yeah.
No, my boy Randage. So that's the third Sakuretsu from Serenity. And Mirror Force has been used already, so unless he's playing Widespread Ruin from the board or something, that's all of his battle trap.
Yeah.
He's also using 3 trap dust shoots. No Ring of Destruction either. There's not much more that he has to actually stop him. And he's got 5 cards left in his deck. He's got to make something happen here.
Yeah, the dust shoot's kind of backfired. As far as they would have.
Putting his opponent's deck.
Yep. This duel has been going on for an hour and 13 minutes.
Yeah, I wasn't even thinking about it, but this is still our first duel for the stream.
This is only game 2.
Oh man, you're right. Both of them have gone to near deck out scenarios.
Cannot chain. Hold on. Well, I guess they can do it, chain it that way, but I thought he said okay to the effect first, but I was wrong.
Geist is doing work, walking up this bracket so far.
It's gonna be tough to clear 3 goats without special summoning and the Sinister before you go through 3 cards.
Yeah.
Still has Snatch Steal. That's like, well, Snatch is an answer for the goats, but the 6100 is. You gotta answer this. Okay. I'm gonna grab a cup of coffee while they side. All right, good timing. So that match there is kind of why people see Royal Oppression sometimes and think you should put it into like a GOAT format deck. It's not even just the fact that you can't chain it when it's face down to stop a special summon. It's that's a big reason, but another is like your BLS is super important. Serenity had what, 2 or 3 cards left in the deck? Most likely had a dead BLS in hand because opponent could have stopped it.
Opponent could stop it, yeah. Like, Royal Oppression's one of those cards that you play if you're not counting on eventually summoning your own Chaos Monsters. And we're in Game 3. At least this isn't the finals.
Yeah. Lucas has opened Thunder Dragon every duel, I think. Here's the case where you wish your Dark Mimic level 1 was the Dakochi.
Yeah, sure.
Could have attacked over. Or did... No, Serenity went first and then it flipped, so it wouldn't really mattered. So, I mean, it's good that Lucas's was not a level 1.
3. Oh, what did Night Assailant get back? Was it the Mimic?
Yeah, that was the only thing that was in the grave.
Man, was a Wall of Reveal and Light getting played? Holy crap.
Serenity's one of Serenity's favorite cards. Are you still keeping an eye on the tournament loss thing?
That's why I've been so silent.
Okay, cool. Just making sure. What is nice there is like even if they snatch your Air Knight, it's not gonna pop the wall. I wonder if Serenity sided out the blowbacks. Like you don't really want to leave blowback out with wall for that reason. And we saw Lucas play creature swap as well, I believe.
Yeah, it did.
Because wall's a pretty big commitment once you flip it. Doesn't actually remove a card, other than whatever they used to destroy it, maybe. But...
Yeah, you have to really hope you can protect, or that it dying doesn't just lose you the game. Oh, okay, and just like that.
Nice.
So let's see, Serenity wins over Lucas.